Just 2 days away from the next government shutdown deadline, everyone in this part of the country really understands the anxiety and dread that come along with this kind of situation.
Well, a meeting today could be the last chance for Republicans and Democrats to find some common ground. President Trump will meet with top congressional leaders at the White House. Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer and House Minority Leader Hakeem Jeffries are expected to attend.
The House already passed a bill to fund the government for a few more weeks, but Senate Democrats say they can't support the bill because it cuts health care funding and allows certain subsidies to expire.
We'll see on Monday. Are they serious about negotiating with us in a real way?
Totally up to the Democrats. The ball is in their court.
For more on what this means for you and your family, we go to News 4's Megan McGrath. She is live on Capitol Hill with a look at what you need to prepare for. Megan.
Well, good morning. 11:59 Tuesday night. That is the deadline. So time is running out if a shutdown is going to be avoided. Of course, here in the DMV, we have thousands of federal workers. So if there is indeed a shutdown, it is going to have an enormous impact. So a lot riding on a meeting that's happening later on today. Now, if the government shuts down, non-essential federal workers will be furloughed. They will not return to work or be paid until the shutdown ends. In years past, workers have been retroactively paid for lost wages. Now, this time around, however, things may be different. A memo obtained by NBC News from the Office of Management and Budget instructs agencies to look into mass firings of federal workers should there be a shutdown. So we're talking about firings in some cases, not furloughs. To avoid a shutdown, there needs to be a bipartisan support for a spending bill, but negotiations between Democrats and Republicans really are not going well. One of the big sticking points is health care costs, the Affordable Care Act. Now, 8 Senate Democrats would have to break ranks and vote along with the Republicans on a spending bill to avoid a government shutdown. Again, there is a meeting happening later on today between the president and top congressional leaders. There have been meetings, similar meetings scheduled last week that were canceled. But again, another one is on the books for today. A lot riding on it. We'll have to see how it goes. Back to you.
Megan, if there is a government shutdown, can you tell us what is going to stay open?
And also which workers will be furloughed?
Yeah, some things are going to stay open, some things are going to close. Kind of the rule of thumb, take a look at some of the specifics here. Non-essential federal workers, those are the folks that are going to be furloughed. Essential workers will report to work, however, wages will be deferred. Many federal offices are going to be closed because there aren't going to be people inside those offices to staff them. Now, museums, the National Zoo, closed. Social Security payments will continue. Veterans' disability and retirement checks will continue. The U.S. Postal Service remains open and working. Essential workers will report to work. So people like air traffic controllers, federal law enforcement folks, they will report to work even if there is a shutdown. But again, time is running out. 11:59 Tuesday night, if this is all to be avoided. There's that important meeting happening later today, a lot riding on it. Back to you.
Anxiety is high among so many. Thank you, Megan.